It's time for your daily crypto update with Framework Fortune Crypto. Not daily, but today's crypto update. I'm your host, Ben. Ignore that first part. Boy, I'm having a great day. Same thing this morning on the live stream. I start out on the stock market channel saying the same thing about cryptos on the wrong channel. So it is what it is, but let's dive in because a lot is going on. The whole world seems like it's about to collapse. Looking at the indexes, if you're only focused on crypto, then Ethereum broke below that support area we were looking to hold to make this triangle. Couldn't ever break above that downtrend. So a lot of pullbacks happening. However, there are some movers today. API 3 has continued to shoot up. It's up 18%. Got all the way up to 657 earlier. What's up, Two Knives? I'm good, buddy. How are you? Keep rebounding. It's almost got back up to its trend line, but still has this downtrend. So unless it can break that downtrend and get back over 75 cents, Keep will probably just continue to sell off because it is below the trend and running into rejection now. NMR has been getting some volume pops this past couple of 2 weeks since it hit this bottom of $20. This is a AI decentralized hedge fund for the stock market project. And the stock market has been going down quite a bit. So I think maybe they changed the AI to go short against the market is the only thing I can figure with this sudden price swing. I mean, the $20 area was strong support, but it could have dropped even lower. And about the time, the market started swinging the beginning of January to the downside, and NMR, Numera, or whatever, however you say it, was already selling off. So it's just continued to sell off. And I figured that was going to happen as the stock market, but I was wanting to see if they would adjust. And I don't know because I don't follow that project that close, but I'm assuming with this new buy-in coming in, because you look at the volume, there's not been this much buy-in volume on these daily volume bars down here since September of last year. So this may be one to keep an eye on. Although the head and shoulders kind of already happened, possibly. It's just one to keep an eye on. If they continue to perform well, even though the stock market is dropping, then that would be very interesting to see. Still bearish though. It's still got to get a ways up, probably over 50, and then that thing could really start moving again. So even though it's showing those little pops, it's really early. It's not anything I'd really be keeping on close watch, but maybe over the next month or two. Talos. No, I hadn't looked at Talos yet, so we'll look at it today after I get done with the analysis. I had it pulled up, and then my computer did an update, and it closed my browsers, and I couldn't get back to it. There we go. So I got pulled up there. And we'll take a look at that after all the analysis. So even though a lot of the market is dropping, we do have some plays that are showing some green today, some altcoins. Let me check on, currently I'm in band for a trade. I'm looking for it to break back over 5. It's been on this nice uptrend. This is a 15-minute chart, but it's been on this nice uptrend. So I got in, I'd originally bought at 505, looking on this breakout right here, and it ran up to 538, but I only went like, let's see, what did I go? 50 band, and then when it dipped down to here, I bought 60 more at 448. So my average is right where it's at right now. So it does kind of look like a head and shoulders, possibly. Head, shoulder, shoulder on this 15-minute chart. But if it can break this little downtrend that it's been riding along and start pushing up back over 5, I think band is another one that can make a move, because it's been selling off for a very long time. And you can see this perfect triangle that it's in. And that triangle is what it's testing. So I'm holding it as long as it holds above 450. Starts cracking back below 450, then it can start really dumping again, because it will just ride down this trend line. I'm looking for it to pop to the upside out of this triangle and test that 200-day. The $6 might be resistance as well. There was some back there. But that's a play I'm currently in at the moment. We'll see how it turns out. I don't plan on staying in it for much longer. Tonight, probably the longest, because I'm looking for these rebounds. Because even though we're selling off on Ethereum, which this sell-off is still, you know, if we find a bottom around 2,700 or something, we start running into support here, or maybe even 28, because it's still early in the day. This could rebound up above 28. You know, we're still over this low right here from the beginning of January. So the crypto market, even though looks pretty bad, I keep looking at that, and as long as we don't drop below basically 2,200 on Ethereum, I think we're still going to get the whole altcoin market. It just may not be February like I thought. Still looks good for March. But in a week, you know, this is like last week. We were up at like the 3,200 or something, or somewhere right here is like last week. Like we could easily come right back above 3,000. And again, all this resistance is getting tighter and tighter together. So I still think we're going to see some bullishness, especially if the stock market and the other markets continue to drop. Like there's the Dow Jones, and you can see that thing has just been going, and it's damn near close to coming down into this wick territory again, which I don't think it'll recover this time. The only markets that are up at right now is gold and silver, like I've been talking about. Even the real estate market is still dumping off. So the big difference, the biggest difference is the real estate market and the stock market. Those markets were really pushed up by all the quantitative easing, all the inflation. Yeah, people investing with their stimulus checks in the cryptos definitely push prices up, but the price movements we saw during those times, we're still holding a lot of those gains. See, this is Bitcoin. Let me take these lines off. We're still, even in this drop right now, we're still right here. We're still at 40,000. There's still all of this support down through here to 30,000, where we dipped down to on this last dip, which we didn't even get to 30,000. So if we find another little bottom here, same thing with Ethereum, around 40,000 or maybe even 39,000, we could easily see these turn back up and rebound. And if the stock market and real estate continue to crash, a lot of people see cryptos as hedges. And there's a lot more institutional interest in crypto now than there has ever been. So if all that money has to come out of the stock market and has to come out of real estate and all these places, sure, some's going to go into gold and silver. That's why I'm in gold and silver. But I am expecting it to come into altcoins. I mean, Bitcoin, I think, will get some action too. I mean, Bitcoin always does. And, you know, that's the hedge, the gold of cryptos, as they call it, even though we have several cryptos that are backed by gold. I think at some point we're going to see that, because it's not, the difference is we were at the very top just a few weeks ago of the stock market. Cryptos, we were at the very top last November. So the sell-off in the crypto market's been going on way longer than in the stock market. And that's another reason why I think we could see, money come in here. Because, again, too, these prices keep getting real cheap. And if the prices of cryptos are cheap, and there's a bunch of other inflated high things, at what point, like I've been saying, is people going to come in? Are people going to let Bitcoin get to $5,000? Is everyday people going to let it get to $100? I don't think so. I don't think the institutions are. I don't think we're going to see no zeros like that. Now, some of the altcoins, of course, they could always fail, but no big deal. Yeah, man, I know Gods has been rough, but that's why I've been talking about using your weekend ranked and stuff to sell some of those NFTs and load up on Gods while it's cheap and the NFTs are higher price. Gods could go down to $1 before we see some support. Now, I did check, speaking of Gods, now that you mention it, where'd it go? Do I have two windows up? No, I don't. Okay. I did check earlier. The last time I looked at Live Coin Watch for Gods. Oops. Yeah, okay. For Gods coin holders, we were at 4,000 holders. Since then, we are now at 8,200 holders. So the amount of token holders has doubled since the last time we looked at this. Now, I don't know exactly how long ago that was, but it was recently. Or it wasn't recently, I'm sorry. It was like a month or two ago. So, in only a couple of months, the holders are growing. But there's still, like I was saying yesterday, there's still not that much utility for the Gods token yet, other than forging them and selling them. Now, IMX, the Mutable X platform, it has grown too, up to 21,000 holders. And they have that deal with, they got GameStop going to be building their NFT store on top of the platform. So IMX is going to definitely get more action as more things build on it, which should help Gods as well. But Gods just needs to get full utility. So until it gets that full utility, I mean, there's not really a demand for it, because most people are just, like I said, they're using it to forge or they're selling it. But demand is going to catch up at some point. The supply of Gods token is limited. And as the game grows and more people are playing it, and it comes to mobile and the staking with the token and all that stuff, the demand is going to catch up with the supply. So maybe it goes all the way down to $1. Hell, maybe it goes to 50 cents. But at some point, that demand is going to outweigh that supply, and we're going to see some crazy price jumps in both, I think, IMX and Gods. Gods that's the problem. It just doesn't have any utility at the moment. But I'm selling NFTs. Like, I've been selling You see, I've got several things listed. Some of these I'm selling for Ethereum. Some of them I'm selling for Gods. Some of them I'm selling for IMX tokens. Let's see, what is that one? Yeah, that one's Gods. I have that one listed really high, but there's only 198 of that gold Stormfield, so I figured it's probably worth more than what it's priced at now. But that's the thing, if the NFTs are holding up in price a lot better, which the NFTs have held up in price a lot better, then if you're selling NFTs for Gods, like Gods or IMX, but Gods specifically right now, you're actually getting more Gods tokens than you would have if you were selling the NFTs for Gods tokens up here at $8 or $9 a token. So those 8,000 holders, I'm assuming a good bit of them have figured that out. Yeah, real estate got way too overheated during the pandemic, not sustainable. Your parents literally sold their house for 20% over. Yeah, I know. A lot of people were selling their houses. Real estate agents were coming to my property with all types of different deals trying to get me to sell, and then I tried to sell, but I hit it at the wrong time, and just like I said a couple of times before, this deal I'm in now is not great. But I'm close to getting out of it. But yeah, the real estate market definitely is. It's a hard one. Real estate itself is always going to have big value because people are going to keep breeding and there's only a short amount of space, The markets will go in cycles like this, but the reason we have these market crashes is because of the circle of supply and demand, the natural law of supply and demand. The circle constantly has, and this is true the past 20, 30 years, maybe 50, 60 years of the U.S., the circle constantly has the government's fingers poking its holes all in the markets. They're regulating and doing these things, and then they started pumping money into the markets and inflating bubbles, and all that stuff comes from interference into the cycle of supply and demand. And that's why we get these crazy crashes and crazy drops. Supply and demand was to do what it's supposed to, the stock market would have corrected a long time ago, like a real correction. Real estate prices would have corrected. So the real estate prices are really high, especially during the pandemic, were really high. But we're seeing a shift, and we're going to see, because of those government regulations of rent moratoriums and the banks and stuff allowing people's mortgages to be pushed back and all of that, we're going to see a ton of supply of houses hit the market all at once. A lot of people are going to default on their mortgages. The leveraged REITs, real estate investment trusts, which are in the stock market, they act like a stock company, but they only delve in real estate, and they have some special stipulations that make them different than a stock. They usually have really high paying dividends. But those REITs are usually way over leveraged, meaning that they have way too much debt that they've invested into all these properties that they're paying their shareholders out with. So with all that debt, we have this economic collapse coming. All of those real estate investment companies and stuff like that are going to get smashed because they're over leveraged. They've got, the banks the banks have loaned out way more money than actually exists. The Fed has printed more U.S. currency than there should be. I mean, by a landslide. So we're gonna see the crash of the housing market. Some type of crash. I don't know how bad it'll be. I think it's going to be pretty rough, but it will rebound. Just like I said, because real estate is just one of those finite resources. And real estate also has other finite resources in it, right? You buy some land and it's got gold, oil, silver, propane, or whatever. Anything in it, that land has the resource value as well as the occupation value or any other value you want to add to it, right? Because it's just a piece of land. It's like Minecraft, but in real life. If you liked Minecraft, you should try to do that in real life. You said it blows your minds. Games like UFO Gaming reached 1 billion market cap back in December. That game is trash. There's a lot of things that popped in the NFT space, but there wasn't a lot of things in the NFT space, right? So we have way more projects in the NFT space now than then, and more projects that are really coming along in development, like Gods Unchained. So if we saw those previous pops of excitement in the NFT market on games that were not worth it, then I agree with you. I think we'll see those pops on the games that are worth it, and especially the projects that hold up well during a uncertain economic times that we're in right now. Because it would be interesting to see that, if those 8,000 holders of Gods tokens don't give, they don't give a shit about what's going on with everything else. They just want to keep hodling their Gods tokens and adding to it. Well, that type of community could hold the value of Gods tokens while everything else is crashing around us. And then, and I'm not saying that's going to happen with Gods, but it could happen with some of the crypto projects, some of these altcoin projects. That's why I don't think we're going to see super crashes in the crypto market. Maybe projects that are garbage, but the solid projects, if they can prove and show and hold up during inflation like this and during uncertain economic times like this, then those projects will be, that pretty much solidifies it, right? I mean, what argument is Peter Schiff or anybody else going to have against those type of projects if they hold up? So, and that's what I'm expecting. There's projects with millions of people, millions and millions of token holders who aren't selling, and those prices aren't really dropping that much. And that's like Cosmos Atom is one of those. Like, we continue to drop with Ether and whatnot and Bitcoin. But like I've been saying, Cosmos Atom, it pulled back to 26. But the thing's still on this nice bullish uptrend. It doesn't care what's going on really with the rest of the markets, because there's a group of people, a community, who when it comes down to a certain price, they're picking more up because they're staking it, I mean, I'm doing that. So there's a lot of if I'm doing that, there's surely there's other people out there doing that, and we see that clearly. And it shows too. Like, if we go look at Atom here, and this is a further along project than Gods is or anything like that. Like, Atom's pretty far along. Actually doesn't say the holders. Why don't they have the holders on here? Let's see, Defiant. This is a new tweet. I just want to read it real quick. Cosmos ecosystem is heating up and is now number 2 behind number 2 by TVL behind Ethereum. And it looks like Terra, Kronos, and Osmosis are currently the largest blockchains and are connected to Cosmos. So they've started the bridging. Yeah, Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah, let's read this. This is great. Actually, this is good. Let's check this out. And TVL is total value locked. So you lock your funds for staking. And this came out today. This is what this guy, I don't know who this guy is, but let's just see what he's saying about it. This is supposed to be Cosmos Ecosystem's banner year, and in a way it already is. By itself, Terra, a blockchain, if you didn't know that, Terra Luna, and the Terra blockchain, it was built using the Cosmos SDK. Terra is the number 3 ranking chain in total value locked. Total value locked terms at $17 billion of February 16th. So 2 days ago, there was $17 billion locked in Terra Luna. That's a lot of money. That market can hold up if there's that much of the supply locked up, right? If people are earning interest or earning rewards, staking interest from their locked up Luna tokens, and their rewards they're earning is over inflation, right? If inflation, I know they're saying it's at 7.5%, but I think it's double that. But if inflation is by their numbers 7.5%, then all you need is a crypto that's going up, like Cosmos, like Atom, that continually climbs, that gains that interest. Atom's gaining 15% right now in rewards and staking rewards. So if that big of a community exists behind this project and they're buying the dips to add to their staking, stair steps. That's what we're seeing. It's a big explosion. Of course, there's going to be some sell-offs. Some token holders are going to pull out, but for the most part, the whole reason to be in Atom is for the staking. Like, the staking is great because you get so many airdrops from the different projects that pop up in there. But there's nothing about this chart that screams bearish to me. It does not look like the stock market. It does not look like anything else. It looks like gold. It looks like gold, and it looks like oil. So, if Gods doesn't even have to get to this much volume and money in it to go up in price. Cosmos Atom has a bigger supply than Gods. Gods' supply is a lot smaller. Now, Cosmos Atom is a huge deal because of all of its bridging to different blockchains, and they are going to be bridging to Ethereum and Bitcoin soon to those chains, which will be really interesting. But they're two different things, but at the same time, just the idea of supply and demand, the law of nature of supply and demand, if communities are still demanding these certain projects for staking, they want to keep continuing to build their wealth with it, then, and the supplies continue to stay low, it's not going to matter about anything else. Cosmos is its own little world, like the name says. Yeah, if they can integrate a use case for Gods token on mobile, that would be massive. Absolutely. It is going to be, the game is going to be on mobile. What they're going to do, I guess the use cases would still be the same though, right? If you're playing Gods on mobile, you're still going to be earning the NFTs and getting paid out in Gods tokens and have to use the Forge to create NFTs and sell. You do all the same things. It would just be on mobile, I would think. So it'd still have its full use cases for government governance and all of that. Give me just a second. I'm running. I'm too much talk. So Abdul, blockchain cuties, man, you're still on this thing, huh? Where do we see the chart? If I can't find that chart in TradingView, I can't. There's no chart on it, man. I have to go find it. I don't want to go find it. Oh, we didn't finish reading this article. We only got to the Terra Luna part. Let me go scan through it. Yeah, so right here, TVL is a metric which represents the assets locked in the blockchain smart contracts and is an approximate proxy for a chain's usefulness. Terra trails Avalanche by just 40 million in TVL and Ethereum by a whopping 144 billion. So even Ethereum's way up there in assets locked. That's why Ethereum keeps going up. But now that there's actually solutions for the gas fees, Ethereum's looking good. Let's see here. But looking at the other leading Cosmos chains like Osmosis, Cosmos, and Cryptos.com, Chronos chain, all built by Cosmos SDK, are connected via the IBC protocol. The entire ecosystem is actually the second ranked total value locked terms by over 3 billion as of February 17th. So Osmosis has 1.4 billion locked up. Chronos has 2.4 billion. And then it says also that a few of the IBC enabled chains don't show up. So it's not Cosmos Atom they're saying is number 2. They're saying the entire Cosmos ecosystem, which makes sense, And that's what I've been saying. I've been bullish on Cosmos. That's why I stake Persistence and Cosmos. Our good friend Liam over at Confident and Crypto is the one who turned me on to this ecosystem. See right here. Last month, Stargaze airdropped 25% of its STARS token to people staking Atom tokens. 25% of those STARS tokens. And they also dropped some to Osmosis stakers as well. Juno. Yeah, so like this guy here who's a crypto influencer. I don't know who Blue Kirby is, but apparently, he's been bullish on Osmosis, which is in the Cosmos ecosystem, so I'm with him there. He said Osmo and Juno airdropped to Atom stakers. Those people got rich. Osmo and Juno stakers are now getting more airdrops and getting richer. I'd say the interchain community is having a lot of fun right now that some people are missing out on. But Cosmos ecosystem, nobody's really paying attention to, taking the number 2 spot in total value locked. So, pretty crazy. That's why, now, could something happen with Cosmos and it turn around and go red? Definitely. But Is that likely to happen at this point with as many people in that ecosystem, as many nodes securing the networks? You know, that much value locked. It's a lot of money. And that's the thing about the crypto market, that even though we're kind of dropping, there's all this liquidity locked up in all these chains, like billions and billions of dollars in Ethereum and Cosmos and Avalanche and Terra Luna, and Bitcoin and all these DeFi projects, all this stuff. There's so much money locked up in these things that I don't know. Like, I just don't see us losing the foothold in the crypto world that we have been continually growing with. But, you know, Solana kind of, you know, it's not quite caught up there with Cosmos, I think, in sneaky popularity, but Solana's another blockchain that has so much potential and interesting things going on, and it's down at 90 right now. It actually has a head and shoulders on this daily chart. We may see Solana down to 75 like I was talking about the night before, but let's see here. Illivium, another one of the NFT plays, having a little pullback, but that's what I was saying. Most everything has been having a pullback besides those certain few altcoins that have popped up. I'm going to check real quick on Coinbase. Make sure there's none on my list that I'm missing. So DIA, that one, oh, there we go. We just switched. PLU, whatever this is up 37%. And then API, Keep, and NMR we talked about. CLV, this is Clover Finance. This one's not done anything in a while. But if it starts to get some attention again, that's pretty cheap. 38 cents, I'd say, possibly for it. Don't know what INV is. Of course, Band's up 5%. So let's find out what this PLU is. PLU USD. So it's been on the market, on Coinbase's market, since the 25th of January. It's had some pops in the beginning, but sold off since. Looks like it found some support at $8, but ripping off of that $8 area where it held right there, all the way up to 14 in one day. Good God, that's not up 37%. That's up quite a bit. Yeah, you can see it. It started on February 17th. That's just started. Started last night. It started climbing. Made a big triangle pattern right here. And then broke. On this 15-minute chart, all the EMAs are lined up. Got a little downtrend there. So then, you know, that may be something to look at if we continue to see a little pattern of altcoins that have hit lows, like have sold off quite a bit since they got on Coinbase. If we see them start hitting bottoms, we might continue to see this trend happen. What is this? PLU. Oh, there's 4 PLUs. Okay, let's try CoinGecko. I'm going to assume it's Pluton, and let's check the exchange down here and see if it's, yeah, right there, it's on Coinbase, so this is the right one. Okay, we've got, wow, there is only 20 million total supply and only 1.8 billion in circulating supply. So this thing is extremely, extremely low supply. This thing may be a scalping paradise over the next couple of days if it keeps running. Let's see. Plutons are digital tokens issued to users on Ethereum blockchain. These are native to the Plutus app. These tokens are similar to cashback or frequent flyer miles. As a user, you will automatically be rewarded with a 3% rebate in Plutons for every Bitcoin deposit you make towards a purchase. Plutons can be used with the Plutus app in the same way as Bitcoins. This means you can use Plutons to charge your contactless balance. I don't know why this... I mean, this is like StormX. But let me go... Let's go check it out. Plutus.it. True financial freedom. Receive a UK sort code and account number or a European IBAN within minutes. Oh, I don't know if I want to do all that. Yeah, you can only create an account in UK or Europe. And you do have to set up KYC. Okay, they've got a DEX they're building out. See, Plutus is the trading name of Block Code Limited. Block Code Limited is a company registered in England and Wales. I don't know if this thing is worth what it's priced at right now, to be honest. But I'm also not in England, so I don't know. Maybe I'll check with Liam unless some of you guys knew about. Oh, let me get that for you real quick, Lauren. Why is it not letting me doing it? Oh, hold on a second. I know why, Lauren. I gotta pull you up on. I gotta pull the actual stream up on YouTube. But come on. You can do it. Oh, guys, I'm just going in. I just got to get into this one thing. But yeah, I don't know. If you're in the UK and you know about Plutus, let me know what you know about it. Because I don't like it. I mean, it shot up really nicely today. Quite a shoot up. But it's not something I like. I might day trade it, though. If it continues this type of volatility, this type of volume, definitely might day trade it. Let's see, Ruben, you're looking into buying some more Solana. I don't blame you. 2 Knives, 1 Cut. You said Cosmos is definitely going to be a top dog on the next run. It just moves too slow for your liking. Yeah. Proppy, I am watching. I'm in Proppy. I forgot I got in Proppy. I don't have a lot of it, but I bought some of it. Let's see how much Proppy I got. Proppy, yeah, I bought $100 of it so far. But yeah, that real estate thing that's something I've been talking about forever. So I was like finally glad to see somebody come out with a project. Will Proppy be the one that is the Do all of real estate on the blockchain? Maybe, maybe not. But at the moment, it's the only project I'm aware of that exists for real estate. So, at least here in the short term, I think it definitely it's on an uptrend as long as it holds above $2. But if it can hold this uptrend, you know, it could try to continue to climb, and it has gotten some big pops in the past. Not too long ago. I mean, these were big runs. This one was the first day it opened up at 320, dropped to 230. Second day from 250 all the way up to 450. So this thing can rip dollars if it starts getting people back into it. But, you know, that's the thing with these, that's the thing, like these newer projects like Proppy may be a little bit more risky to hold during these uncertain times, but maybe not. That's the thing. And in certain times like this, sometimes you know, you never want to be risking more than you can afford to lose, but sometimes people make quite a bit of money during uncertain times like this. People also lose a ton of money. So I guess it's just natural. There's a CLV. Yeah, see, CLV I was watching for a while when it came out on Coinbase, and then it just dumped. I thought this one was going to have the potential to rip, because it got all the way up to $3 or $2.80 back last August. But that's what I was saying now. If it's starting to find a bottom down here at this 30-cent area, that may be a cheap price for it. But I don't know that much about Clover Finance. You definitely want to do research on it. What do you want me to what do you want me to look at, Abdul? I've looked at Ethermon and blockchain cuties and all of that, bud. Let's see. What is BCUG was the one that we can't find out on Emon. We do have one Emon chart with wrapped ether. I mean, I guess I can look at them on CoinGecko. See what they've done. What was that? Yeah, Emon looks like it had to shoot up today, and then it just dumped. I don't know what happened there, man. You tell me. Yeah, see, Emon's still downtrending. It's got to find the bottom, and it really not showing much of a bottom. And then again, like I've been saying, man, these are like knockoff Pokemon games that have so much competition. So where'd it go from? It went from 3 cents up to, okay, it went from 0.036 cents up to 0.039 cents. So about a quarter of a penny move that it made before it dumped all the way back down lower. But yeah, man, I don't know really what you're expecting to change on these plays. Now, yeah, look at that. These charts are not good. BCUG has just never hit a bottom. So I don't know if it's cause, I mean, it's got low supply too, but nobody wants it. You know, that's part of supply and demand. You got to have the demand. If there's no demand, then all you got is supply, and it looks like this. Just a whole bunch of supply sitting down here doing nothing. I just think there's too much competition for these games. Like I don't see blockchain cuties or Ethermon lasting for very long, especially because during these uncertain economic times, if those communities, let's just see on live coin watch, let's see how many, let's check out how many holders there are, and I don't know how much they've been growing as holders or if they've been decreasing. Yeah, we don't have any information of holders on BCUG, and then Ethermon. Let's see. Yeah, Ethermon. There's only 1,000 people holding it. You know, this thing's been out forever, and it's only got 1,000 people. There's no demand for it. Without demand, it's not going to do anything. All right, let's check into Telios. So this ticker symbol is TLOS. Go CoinGecko because I like it better. This is the one Two Knives has been talking about. We got a total supply of 355 million and then a circulating supply of 215 million. Decent supply. Trading volume is up 6 million in trading volume today. It's up 3% in the last 24 hours. It's a networked ecosystem powering the future economy, having established. Okay. What? So Telos has been driving innovation since 2008. It is home to over 100 distinct applications. dApps. Is that what dApps means? I thought it meant decentralized apps. Are they wrong about their own? Okay. Okay, let's just go look at it, because I have no idea by reading that what the hell that thing's talking about. I guess visit anyway, man. Home of the fastest Ethereum virtual machine. They do have a hackathon that's live, 200K in prizes and 15 million from Ignite grants available. Start building on EVFM, the fastest EVMF ever. A groundbreaking blockchain. No gas fees. No gas fees on native and insignificant fees on EVM to keep spammers away. Battle tested 10,000 transactions per second, 0.5 second block, or 0.5s block, no front running, decentralized, eco-friendly. They claim to be the most energy efficient blockchain, supporting 2 leading smart contract protocols, EVMF. Deploy and run your Ethereum apps using Telios EVM for the most. How is this? This sounds like it's a layer 2 on Ethereum. Oh, it's a fork. It is a fork of the original Go Ethereum code. Telios-based token entities and smart contracts are used for DeFi, gaming, social media. Yeah, I hear you, but what are these projects about? So we gotta have, let's see though. Chain name Telios EVM mainnet. So it is not on the Ethereum chain then. What is going on with this thing? So they got a little comparison here. Their transactions are supposedly a lot. Well, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Don't compare Cardano. Why didn't you compare yourself to Cosmos or Avalanche or Solana or something? They compared themselves to Cardano. That ain't cool. Cardano's had such a bad year. But they did compare themselves to Matic, which they say they're faster. They say they have the least energy as a governance engine. There's their roadmap. Let's see this roadmap. So there's a Decide Voter mobile app that you can use to vote on Teleo's governance. D-Store, this is decentralized data storage service, high levels of resilience and security that's currently being developed. Who is this? See, they keep talking about this Good Block Technologies. I want to figure out who that is. Tails Web Wallet 2.0. Tails Scan Beta. Whoa. The Taleo Shore Profit. Empowering traders to ensure that their trades will be successful before transacting. Sure Profit will allow users to check their balances just before finalizing a transaction and cancel any that would result in a net loss for the end user. When paired with near feeless transaction, this powerful tool makes it possible to begin building wealth as little as... Yeah, no kidding. That's like if you know if the trade is going to be successful before you take it, that's like knowing the future. That literally is knowing the future. I don't know about this. That sounds too good to be true. If this is true, and it even got a little catchy, stupid name for it, Sure Profit. If they make that happen, because this is for the future, so right now this is all BS until it actually happens. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on with this chain. This is a lot. This is a lot to have to go through. I didn't realize this was going to be a whole chain here. So, what are they talking about Satoshis for? So they're claiming real world crypto transactions have never been easier. T-bond NFTs. This technology, one of the most innovative DeFi developments of 2021. The new T-bond UI will open up this powerful piece of tooling to real-world initiatives with no developer resources. T-bond NFTs are set to... Okay, I don't know nothing about these T-bonds. I'm going to have to look that up. So they have an identity solution too. Mule NFT, so they got some type of gallery. Well, y'all certainly have quite a bit of stuff going on here. Let's go to the Start Now button, see what we're working with. What did, oh. Shh. Shh. Be quiet, Lauren. Don't. Yes, come on, approve this network. Let me check this thing out here. Alright, so what can I do here? So with Anchor, what is this here? Talos native. Oh, it's Anchor and Wombat. Well, I don't really, let's see, import. Oh, so they have guides here. But I actually want to like see, they're saying all these projects are being built on top of it. I was wanting to see what I can do. So you can buy it on KuCoin, Gate, Pancake Swap, Uniswap, Swap, and Crypto locally. I've never heard about this one. Buy Bitcoin with any. Oh, look at it. The United States is not in here, so I probably can't use crypto locally. That would be probably why. Okay. So build. They do have a grant program. Here we go. Let me see these tokenomics. Let me understand what's going on with them. The network was launched in 2018, so that's 4 years. They had no coin offering funding. It is proof of stake, so you can stake Telios. Total supply of 35 million. Yeah, we looked at that earlier. Circulating supply increases by less than 4 million Telios a month. Total wallet holders, almost 1 million. Native wallet holders. Let's see. So you can get it as a BEP20 token. So you can get it on Binance too. Rex offers high APY rewards for staking Talos. What is Rex? Can I find this staking? Oh, here we go. Here's the platform. Oh, we got Talos Punks on here. Omnidex. Omnidex is the first trading platform built on Talos, so let's take a look at it. Add liquidity. That's a really weird trade. So at the moment, it's just a simple swap. Let's see what we got here. You got staking. Some type of auto charm. What this bounty is giving us a reward. When you successfully claim the bounty, huh? I'll claim 2 charm. I mean, I guess if you're just gonna give me free money. I'm on Talos. Yeah, I'm on Talos. Did I get it? Estimated gas fees 0.15 Talos. So what is the price of Talos? Is $1? So is that what we looked at? What was it at? Yeah, $1.12. Where'd that thing go? Get back up here. So 0.1 of $1, so it's 10 cents for gas fees. But if Talos continues to go up in price and these gas fees don't adjust, you know, you're going to have the same problem as Ethereum. They're cheap now because the price is cheap. But I don't have any Talos to claim this little charm reward. I was just seeing what we could get there. Let me go to that staking now. Oh, that is the staking. Okay, let's see the farms. Holy, wow. So you earn charm, but charm Talos farm is 495%. Talos USDC is 238%. Yeah, see, this is a lot I'm going to have to look at. This thing has a lot going on. I've never heard of this ecosystem. Thank you, Two Knives, for showing this, bringing this to us. T-squirrels. They look like little fish squirrels. See, Abdul, that's another thing. Like, there's another one. Another Pokemon-based game. There's just so many of them. There's that Decide Voter app. Destiny World, some type of DeFi app. Let's check out. There's a Talos swap. So you gotta have a wombat, an anchor, or a scatter. There's a lot going on here for sure. Where did it say those stakers? The Rex. What is Rex? That's the thing that it said it had staking currently. Rex staking Talos. Hey, look at there. It came right up from Google. I just want to find Rex. What is Rex? So let's try this. Rex staking and see what that does. Rex stake. Here we go. Oh, no. No. That's definitely not what we want. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's it, but there's nothing on this thing, on that Rex token. Rex staking total protocol. Rex is short for resource exchange. Oh, okay. I was looking for an actual project. I thought that was a ticker symbol. Or wait a minute. It is. It is a ticker symbol. It's a resource exchange and is a marketplace that allows for risk-free leasing of network resources. So you can lease out CPU and network. That's pretty interesting. It's kind of like Power, POWR. So Telios has 174 million total value locked. Staking. How do I figure out this Rex staking? No. I don't know. I do not know. I'm gonna have to look into this further. But very interesting. Talos. And who's the other guys? Who's the ones? Block what was it? Block something. Good Block Technologies. Let's figure out who they are. They are from Brazil. I'm bullish on South America. Wait a minute. No, that's not. Okay. Okay, here's Good Block Technologies. I'm not sure what was going on there. Okay. I think that was a store in Brazil. Okay. So, Good Block, talking about Web3. Good Block has the D store and the D side. Who are you? Okay, their CEO is Douglas Horn. He's worked with distributed ledger technology since its early stages. So is this guy. So at least they have their pictures on here. We know who to hunt down. I'm just kidding. So you've got a few people in the team there. Wow. Wow. This says a lot without saying a lot. This picture and then that little title. I am very thoroughly entertained right now. Look at Oh boy. So this can be used with municipalities, school boards, student unions, political groups. So this is what my wife's idea was of a blockchain based voting, a decentralized blockchain voting system, and this is it. This is one of them so far. It looks like, or at least Good Block's a part of it, or created, or whatever they did. Well, I got a rabbit hole to continue to go down. Yeah. Stonks and Chomps is actually a lady, but she identifies as a attack helicopter. So you gotta get it right, Two Knives. Come on, man. That's what she said. All right, guys. Well, this has been enough, I think, for today. Yeah. This is going to take me some more diving into, because this is a whole nother ecosystem of stuff that I have not even heard of. But yeah, I love seeing these new projects. Anytime you guys have these projects, bring them into the crypto updates, and we will take a look at them. Real quick, let's just go check back on Ethereum and see if we're holding up any. Ooh, no, Ethereum still under 2,800 at the moment. Yeah, market still selling off a little bit. So we'll see if the markets can hold up. We may come all the way back down to 2,500 on Ethereum, because there's really not a whole lot of support in that area until that 2,500, and then this is where all the support is sitting at. So we will see what happens. We'll be back tomorrow with the live weekend ranked play to earn Gods Unchained. I've already started. It's been rough already this weekend. Definitely been rough. But yeah, if you haven't yet, check out frameworkfortune.com. Sign up for free. Just use your email. There's no paywalls, and you come join us in the Framework Fortune Discord. And we still have a few spots left for the first 100 members that are going to be receiving an airdrop of Framework Fortune coin. It's actually a token at the moment, but it will be eventually its own sustainable chain and coin. You guys have a great rest of your night. Great rest of your weekend. Appreciate everybody joining me. Did I always say? I feel like I already said that. Either way, appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.